Why am I so quiet yet so energetic? Make it make sense. Seriously, I try my best to talk to people. If people were to know me in person, they would say, "Oh, I'm so quiet." And then they'd be like, "Oh, but she's so loud. She's unrecognizable." Excuse me? How on earth am I supposed to express myself like this? So, yeah, guys, I have anxiety, as you can probably tell, but at the same time, I have a burst of energy, especially when I game because I literally reside in my Switch. I just reside in any digital platform, really. But yeah, I'm already screwed because I love shoujo manga, and I know that people who watch it would literally be delulu like me. The characters are just so fun, the world is just so adventurous. It literally has my dream life and everything. The MC is just dream version of me. So yeah, I dig that a lot. Now, the issue with anxiety is that you can feel like two different people at the same time. It feels like I really couldn't speak to someone, and all of a sudden I can start conversations like, huh? Anxiety has many different sides to it. You do not have to relate to all of these points if you feel this way. If you don't relate, it's fine. This is my experience, and I just wanted to make a random video on how much it sucks to feel like two different people. This video has no organization or any structure, so if you're watching it and you've made it this far, oh my goodness, thank you so much. It means a lot. So I disappointed South Asians, and I'm going to show you how in this video. When I first started my anime journey, it was really random for some people. They were shocked. They were thinking, why is it so random? Which is true because I never had any known interest in anime during the time. And this is why being a South Asian contributes to it. I'm not trying to start a negative stereotype. This is an if you know, you know kind of video. But if you want to generally know what they think, oh boy, it's funny. And no, it's not the slipper. First of all, they associate anime with China. So I've had many people come to me when I say I watch anime or I draw things based on manga. And they say, oh, the Chinese stuff. No, it's not Chinese. And there's a difference. So, yes, there are donghwas and manhwas. So these are basically Chinese iterations of manga in color and anime, supposedly. But the thing is, they are different. And the other thing is, when I watch anime, they just think it's some sort of ethnic cleansing. They ask me, are you going to start wearing the kimono? Are you going to start dressing like an anime girl? Are you going to start saying Onicha? This one got me because I'm thinking, how do you know that term? So, some people don't even watch anime. Maybe they hear stereotypes. They somehow know that word. Okay, I'm just thinking, that's a bit sus. But I'm not going to start cosplaying, and no shade to anyone who does, just because I watch anime. And then the worst thing is when I'm watching a rom-com or something wholesome, they just go like, you're seriously not expecting that to happen to you, right? I mean, you can see the guy's behind the strings, he's not actually holding her. Like, stop! I'm trying to enjoy my nice moment of fantasy. Let me live. And I'm not even thinking about it for myself. I just love how cute it is. And these people just like to stomp on my dreams. I mean, when I'm watching, I just want to enjoy stuff. Luckily, this doesn't happen to me as much anymore, but some people assumed anime was also for kids because they see the style. Okay, I do watch shoujo, but still, I have watched rom-coms and they instantly go like, isn't this for 5-year-olds? I kid you not. It's definitely not. I mean, a guy kissing a girl is definitely not for 5-year-olds. I don't know what they've been thinking. And then some people try to make direct associations. This is such a South Asian thing to do. Like they know everything. I mean, they say things like, oh, my daughter used to watch this. Trust me, I don't think she was around when this anime came. It came over the other day. Like a relative could be asking me, oh, you're into that kind of stuff. Oh, I see. Like I'm a degenerate of some kind. I've had people look at me weird, even when I'm going to the bookshop to buy manga. What am I supposed to say? Oh, this is just for research. I mean, I wouldn't be lying. I could get inspiration easily. But honestly, the Asian community just sees it as a form of, oh no, my child is being lost into the abyss of the handsome men, ikemen kind of world thing, which isn't half wrong. I mean, I'm still learning my ways around this unknown world. But yeah, I am someone who is still pretty much grounded. I'm not someone who goes absolutely crazy over fictional characters. But I still wanted to make this video because I thought it would be fun to just share some experiences I've had as a brown animator, because I'm not saying I'm the first. I mean, as a shoujo artist, I don't actually know many brown animators out there. But hey, it's nice to meet you. Honestly, I don't want anyone to have any negative ideas about the South Asian community. That's not my intention. I just wanted to share something funny and relatable. And if you have also gone through experiences with anime where people say similar things, let me know in the comments. It'll be so nice to connect, and it will be really relieving to know I'm not the only one who went through this. But hey, let us hold on to our dreams, our fictional character. I mean, everything we hold dear to us. Okay, I'm signing off now. Shoujo or shoujo. I love it so much. I love the characters, I love the vibe, I love the aesthetic, everything. Almost honestly, I just dig shoujo. I see it in so many aspects of my life. If I think of planets, I think of shoujo. If I think about Mao Mao, I think about Mao Mao. Oh wait. If I think of something like ballet, anime comes to mind. And then I think about cooking, another anime comes to mind. You see, guys, it's everywhere. I remember watching shoujo for the first time and it was amazing. I was like, I need this. I had to see more of the material I was watching because it was just that good. I love shoujo and nothing else hits like it. I may have an inconsistent art style, but guys, I honestly love the style of the character so much, whether it's shoujo or shoujo. I'm obsessed. The way the eyes are, the way everything else is, it's so pretty. Cute characters, guys. I just love it. Real life responsibilities? Nah. All I ever wanted was to be a magical girl. That's it. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I'm Suzu. It's nice to meet you, and today I'm going to be talking about why I wanted to be a magical girl. This is a very jam-packed video. I'm kidding, it's very short, but I love magical girls. There's just so much in their lives that happens, and it's amazing. They have wonderful friendships. They literally have those beautiful dresses that the kid me was like, give me your entire wardrobe now. And it's amazing because they're just in their own world. They save people from evil and they literally remain really good people at the end as well. That's what I've always loved. And how would you not want to relate? Like, huh? There is so much that I am grateful for. And you as well. I hope you guys can share with me what you are grateful for. So then, let's begin. I'm grateful when I cry. I can feel happy and I understand that the hardships will only elevate me. I am grateful for the food I get to have, as some may be deprived. However, the blessings are with me and I pray for them. I am grateful for the lessons that I have learned from people who hurt me, and I pray that I can become a better person and one who is more forgiving and kind to others. I am grateful to anyone who watches this video because you have contributed to my happiness, and I pray for your own. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let us all reflect on why gratitude is very important in our daily lives. There is always something to be grateful for, so always remember to look out for those little things in life. Trust me, they are worth it. Guess who has a problem with shelves? If you couldn't guess, it is moi. Anyway, this is my first job, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I hated shelving, the thought of it, and why you guys will understand. Now, before I get into it, and before anyone is like, ungrateful, look, I was referred to this job and I was kind of forced to do it. I'm still grateful for the experience, however, the shelves, no. For context, I worked in a pharmacy and I didn't expect myself to handle what I was meant to handle. To be honest, I didn't expect myself to handle medicine because I wasn't qualified and I was just getting used to the place. Also, I was part-time. I was definitely not ready for the full-time experience and I'm glad I didn't. But anyway, so I was assigned my first task, and you can probably guess what it includes. Okay, I was just given some things to put onto the shelves, right? I don't have a problem. Let's say that I didn't have a problem with shelves during this time because it's just a shelf. What can it possibly do? And they just started to give me baskets where it was just filled with shampoos, body wash, face wash, etc. And then I was just thinking, okay, this is kind of fun. I just had to organize them. And there was like five of each shampoo, body wash, face wash. They told me that, oh, I can just leave that. And then I thought I was gonna take a break. And then they bring out a second basket full of stuff. And I had to put stuff on the shelves again. I was thinking, these people have things on a shelf everywhere. It's like every single shelf I saw was completely filled. Then they told me, oh, but even if you can't see it, you still have to push some of the products back because they were in a row, so one behind the other, behind the other. So I just had to push it back, and there was more space for more products. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing this as a job. Let me actually try to get myself invested. And it was literally all I was doing. So I just had to pick up some products and place them. Easy as that, right? And then I was just looking forward to my lunch break, and I was just having a hard time processing. Is this seriously what they do with work? This is my first job, mind you. And I was just like, what? There is no way my whole life could just be resorting to shelving. And no offense to anyone who does this, props to you because I do not enjoy it at all. So I saw some customers and they were just doing their own thing. Some of them were actually a bit rude. Luckily, no one snapped at me. I was new to the job and they were just telling me, oh, in case if you need this in the future, it's right here. Okay, make sure you pay attention. And I was like, okay, thanks. I can't be rude because customer service is key. I would get fired if I did anything that I wasn't meant to do, quite literally and quite obviously. So I was just praying, let me do something different. And then one time I was done with all the baskets and I felt so liberated, guys. I was thinking, I've got to be free from this burden. And then my manager was walking towards me. I thought he was going to say, well done, because that's a lot of baskets, right? It's filled with so many of the same things and other things. And then he comes up and gives me another freaking basket full of the same junk. And then one time, there were no baskets. That day was actually what seemed like a miracle. And then they told me and someone else who was working alongside me to go to the storeroom where a lot of shelves were kept and more products. And then on top of that, there were baskets. So I just had to endure what I could to just put the things in the basket and take my leave. That was all that job was. I could not last there for long. I literally had to be like, you know what? I am going to bid farewell to this. Oh, yeah, since people barely know me, please subscribe, like the video, comment, do whatever you need to do, and I'll try my best to come up with more and more stories. I'm trying so hard to fight art block. This one, I can't really color images as much as I used to because they take forever, but I will try my best, guys, to do high quality pieces for you all. Thank you for watching and have a good one. And please, don't get yourself into a shelf situation like me. So one day I wanted to have some tea, but I found a very big problem. I had no sugar. And a normal person would probably go outside and buy sugar. And I'm anything but that. So I was living alone at the time and I wanted my tea so bad. So I had to think about what other alternatives I had. And that's when it hit me. Icing sugar. I know what you guys are thinking, that I'm literally just too far gone at this point, beyond repair. And you guys are right, unfortunately. So I ended up getting some icing sugar and dumped it into my tea, just how much I would put with regular sugar. It didn't smell the best, but I didn't think much of it because I was thinking, oh yeah, I would need water so that I can actually get it to become a paste. But of course, I wouldn't do that because the thought of watery tea is, well, not my favorite. And I took a sip, and it was an unforgivable act of mine. It was easily one of the most disgusting things I have ever put in my mouth. It was vile. I would never do this again. I couldn't even finish my tea. I just thought, okay, it's sweet, so maybe I could do something. But no, guys, buy sugar. I don't care if you guys are lazy. Don't do what I did. Just go and buy it. I'm never doing this again. Also, if you enjoyed this wacky story time, please be sure to subscribe and let me know about your embarrassing moments. It would be nice to hear about it so that I know I am not the only one. I'm going on holiday as well to Turkey. I will try my best to vlog it and animate. So this is only a short upload, but hopefully I can make longer ones in the future. I am planning to do that for my next one. And I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching. Guess what, guys? My art teacher was a homework freak. I heard about so many shenanigans with people and their art teachers. And seriously, I had a really unique experience. You guys are not ready. Okay. Oh my gosh, it gets me every single time. So, I can't mention real names and stuff, but every Friday we would have this art class, and there was this teacher. I would be in his class. Why his class is interesting? Of course not. But let me pretend to be interested and camouflage with the other students. He would do some demonstrations of random stuff and then set us homework. But you know what the guy would always say? I will make sure that I stop talking 10 minutes before the class is over just so I can explain the homework. Yeah, that gets my blood boiling, and I'll tell you guys exactly why. Because Fridays were that day. Imagine in secondary, that was the day when you get the best food in the canteen area. And I was looking forward to it as well, because the lines get awfully long. And this guy, right when the bell hits, decides to start his 10 minutes. So I'm just hungry, waiting for the best dish every Friday just so this guy can yap on about his homework. And I'm not kidding. He explains homework for 10 whole minutes. I don't know how you can yap on about homework for 10 minutes. Let us relax. Send it to us. Don't give us homework. That's the best choice. Heyo! So today I will be talking about my holiday. I can't mention every single detail, but I'll mention the highlights and things worth mentioning. Going to the airport took forever, and I had to also rush for my flight, so that was fun. So of course my response would be like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna reach my flight on time? And luckily I did. So I took my seat and I was trying to relax. And of course, it had to just make my day worse. Two people were behind me and they would not stop talking for the entire flight. It annoyed me because how did they keep their voices after all that time? Now I will take you guys with me to actually see things. So here's a view of the airplane and basically what I could see from the window. And we are flying to Turkey, in particular Bodrum. After we arrived, of course, I wanted to take a picture of the sign because, hello, this is not what I see where I live. And then we finally decided to hire a car and get ourselves to our wonderful villa. I'm squealing internally because it was so exciting. I'm going to show you guys the tour right now. Each of the rooms look different, but here is an example of one. Look how spacious that is, and it was just amazing. Exactly as you see and exactly as you'd imagine it feels like. And look at the pool. There's a bathroom here, and then this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go here and walk around
to show you guys exactly what I see. There's a fireplace and other things, and oh my goodness, look how ginormous that TV is. And then, whilst I go over all of this, there's a pool outside as well. There's like a table and the pool side as well. And here is a ginormous kitchen filled with so much. There's even another room here as well. And there is the pool side. And then if I open this, there is another, there's more around here. Just over here. There's even a washing machine place, a mirror, and another bathroom.
When I first saw the bed, I knew that it was going to be so comfy. We would also go out all the time, so I would get my backpack. Eventually, I annoyed people with this backpack, so I had to buy a purse. I couldn't take it with me everywhere, so it made sense. Okay, time to get on to the actual dramatic parts of this holiday. But before I get into it, let me just answer a question you guys might have. Did I draw during this holiday? Yes, I did. That is how this video is possible. I spent an insane number of hours just on this video. So the first major thing was the dogs. Okay, they are ginormous. I have no idea why they are this big. I had to compare them to a cow. Sorry, cow. So I do not have anything against dogs, but they were ginormous. I would take a picture, but I don't want to really get myself in trouble. Another time we had no Wi-Fi. That was also terrible, and no water. The problems did get solved eventually, so we wandered around instead, and here we were at this market. I usually don't like strawberries, but these strawberries were the best thing ever. I loved them so much. Another time we went for food, and this was a cafe called Mado, and their food was honestly amazing. I loved this waffle to bits. Look at the detail. Amazing. It was so tasty. And the drink I had, I'm guilty. It was also a chocolate milk. Oh yeah, we went to this hotel as well. It was called Mandarin Oriental. It was the bougiest, classiest hotel ever. One of the best ones I've seen. And I'm going to show you guys a tour of what we were doing. We also had this really, really amazing baklava there from this renowned place. It was banging. It hit the spot. I do have a complaint with these kind of places. The bathroom is so far away. Like, wow, okay, nice scenery, and then you have to walk down the stairs, upsy daisy, just to get to the bathroom. I do have to say, the bathroom was impressive. Look at this. Okay, I got way too excited. I'm gonna tell you guys something that is actually dreadful. So this hot chocolate, it was around 11 euros. You might be thinking that from a place like this, it was such an amazing hot chocolate. Wrong! It was actually so watery and gross. So I asked the lady who worked there to put more cocoa in, and it still tasted watery. So here is some advice. You can just make this at home. The most expensive things are not always the best things. I would like to talk about some more eatery experiences. So here is a restaurant that we had outdoors. It was really nice. It was a pleasant atmosphere. The people were so friendly. It feels like we've known them for years. One of the workers made a Turkish dessert. I do need to double check the name. And it was so delicious. It was his grandma's recipe. So keep her in your prayers, if you know what I mean, and hopefully she will be in mine. It was such a delicious dessert. The last day, We went to an authentic Turkish restaurant and it was fire because I sat next to the grill. Well, it was right behind me, so I could feel the heat of the flames. Oh my goodness. They had basically one dish there predominantly, but we had the finest Turkish tea. It was the most Turkish it got, and it was just amazing. I truly love their culture. That was an amazing experience. So these are the highlights of my holiday. I could have more, but I've been so lazy. But have you guys noticed that I did not really reuse any of my old drawings? If I did in this video, they are new. So that is one big step. Yay! Please subscribe and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye! Have you ever watched an anime and thought, oh my goodness, this is actually so good? And then some trope comes in and ruins the whole thing. Today I got a list of stupid tropes that I hate in anime, and they probably will still keep going on. You've probably heard them, but I can't stress how much I despise them because it ruins the whole story for me. Number 1, the little sister. Yeah, that's it. I got no words, honestly. Who in their right mind decided to add the little sister to the harem? Why? Why on earth would you do that? Oh yeah, we ran out of ideas, guys. So, because you guys know the little sister so well, and of course the brother knows her too, let's add her because of course they have more experience. No freaking way. I cannot even stand that trope. And the worst thing is, she's a tsundere and she is hostile towards her brother until a woman comes into his life. I get the whole overprotectiveness, you want your sibling to have the best possible partner, but seriously, that doesn't mean you're part of the eligibility list in his life. It's got to be so messed up, and I hate it. Please, can someone eradicate this trope? Disgusting, foul. I can't stand it. Number 2, because it's poo, it's going to have to be the over-sexualization of anime. Yeah, that's right. I've got to say this, it's not just anime that does this. I hate when characters are just waifu-fied every single time. Even side characters, and this is why I can't like isekai. I'm gonna wrap this topic up because it's very self-explanatory and very obvious. But another thing that bothers me is there's always a perverted character in anime, and they need to stop. They get nosebleeds, they just start talking about some random things and flashing about girls. It's got to be so disgusting. And it's not just men, guys, it's women as well. I've got a cold again. Anyway, number 3. Another trope that I really, really hate is when an unlikable character suddenly has this backstory that makes them so freaking quote unquote likable. It's annoying. And then they get forgiven like it's nothing. I'll give you guys an example. Akito from Fruits Basket. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, I'm just gonna ramble about her character. So I love the way her character is written. It's very unique and very similar to Toru. But the idea that Akito was easily forgiven over 2 episodes after causing trauma over multiple episodes, it's just too much. I mean, I'm all for forgiving and people changing, but when you make a character so dislikable to the point where they're just like, oh yeah, let's turn them into a good guy, it doesn't make sense for the story, and it shows that that character was just kind of comic relief. I mean, let's be real. This is Akito. She did one of the most horrible things I could think of to one of the characters. And it was just so traumatizing to watch. And to think that she just got the forgiveness pass was just, even for Toru, I just think that was way too lenient. They should have had more episodes of her reflecting. I know they were trying to taper the anime and the manga, etc., but still, her character did not have enough redemption, in my opinion. I do like how she did change at the end, but once again, it just felt so like, you know what, since Toru's nice, since everyone around me is changing, since the curse is broken, let me just switch up. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. I mean, this lady caused a lot of trouble. I didn't mind anime. I minded being reduced to a weeb. Because once that word was on you, people stopped listening. It didn't matter what you loved, it just became who you were. Cringe, obsessive, not serious. But what they didn't see was how much it meant to me. The comfort in those stories, the creativity it unlocked. I wasn't trying to be some stereotype. I just found peace in a world that looked nothing like mine. And for a while, I kept it quiet. But eventually, I realized something. I wasn't ashamed of what I loved. I was tired of pretending I wasn't me. So, yeah, maybe I am a weeb, and I'm okay with that. I think my downfall began the day I drew a magical girl in class. You know, normal behavior. But someone peeked over my shoulder and said the cursed word. You're such a weeb. And I just sat there like I've been accused of a federal crime. After that, I went full undercover. If I drew something remotely anime, I'd pretend it was just a phase. Being into anime at this time, especially when I was a young teen, was probably the worst thing that you can ever do as a person. And being called a weeb was not what I wanted. When I searched up the meaning, I was thinking, there is no way I could ever be this kind of person. I thought it was an insult. I thought it was, oh my goodness, I don't want to be this way. But yeah, and if someone asks me what I'm doing, oh, I'm just experimenting with styles. Meanwhile, I'm writing down transformation catchphrases in the margins. You know what really exposed me though? Cute things. I can't resist them. Give me a pastel mushroom with eyes and I'll protect it with my life. It is my son. I like Mario, I like plushies, I like when things sparkle, and apparently that made me a weeb. Like, sorry I enjoy serotonin? Go touch grass? Maybe? Sometimes I observe the people around me and think, wow, everyone's kind of fine. Not perfect, just functioning. And then I was thinking, what happened to me? So, in other words, I became the DLC character no one installed on purpose. In other words, the black sheep. Here is a definition if you guys want to know. I looked this up and I was literally devastated when I saw the meaning. I had to look for the friendliest one because I felt so attacked. Others have decent jobs, consistent skincare, reliable personalities. They can even finish sentences. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to think about my characters and just thinking, does this person have unresolved trauma? Growing up, I was always an average student. I didn't have the straight A's like the whole Asian standard carried, and that was definitely something I felt like I could not live up to. I didn't want to be a doctor. Have you seen me? I would never even think about that. I do respect them, but that is a job I cannot handle. No, 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 no. I guess to put it simply, I just became the what happened child. But me being this different has always made me feel like, am I lost? Have I become someone who is too far gone? And let me tell you guys, if you're feeling this way, I want to remind you that this is an okay feeling to have. We don't need to fit in like the others. I mean, everyone has this kind of ruling system that they have to conform to. But for us, we can just chill. I thought I was behind because I couldn't socialize, I couldn't enjoy the same things as others. Then I noticed I have my tribe, I have my people, I have my own experiences and things I love. And I wouldn't trade them for the world, honestly. It is just amazing to be different. It does hurt with the stigma, but I'm learning to adapt to it. And I want to tell you guys, we are all wonderful black sheep out there. We should all learn to appreciate each other and acknowledge one another. Because honestly, we don't even need this title. I just wanted to use it because I wanted to make anyone who feels unheard heard.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
So, when are you getting your first labubu?
The Fazala Boo Boo.
What do you mean?
Hey,
Is
I'm not,
that
I'm
toy?
not, I'm not that active on internet, so I have no clue about Labubu.
Is that toy I sent you?
Okay. That shit.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's
yeah,
great.
these ones.
It's great.
They're weird. They're weirdly cute.
What? You find them cute?
Looks, looks creepy, but yeah, so cute.
It's something.
Yeah, it is something. Wait, I think I've heard about these because I saw a news once. One guy from China or like from one of the Asian countries. left his 9 to 5 job to collect all the Labubu dolls full time.
Why would you do that? I don't even know why someone would want to get one.
I don't know. It's probably trend. Is it something which is trending right now?
It's not even that nice looking. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Boo.
Labubu.
What? What does
Yeah.
that actually mean? I actually need to know what that means.
Think play is crucial for everybody at all ages. It helps us to engage with each other. It helps us in a way. It's called cliche, but it helps us to stay young. The fuck?
Eh? La boo boo.
Think I know if I gave this as a gift to my mom, she would first hate it. Then after 2, 3 months, she's like, "Yeah, I'll just start keeping it."
I feel like it's something people either love immediately or grow into.
Yeah. Or
We're cooked.
yeah, cooked.
I feel like it's the mouth that creeps me out because it's the pointy teeth. Other than that, it actually doesn't look that bad.
Oh my God. The more I see it, the more kind of worrying me.
Why are you looking it up?
Hey, let's check what's the price of Labubu dolls in the
Oh,
UK.
someone's got a wish list.
Let's see how much is it.
Someone's got a
Sure,
hidden wish list.
and they're all out of stock. Damn.
Overpriced and oversold.
When there's hope, there's scope.
No, that's the worst.
If you guys actually want to enjoy nostalgia, just watch cartoons, man. I still watch Phineas and Ferb.
Oh
Uh,
my god, I watch SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's fun, man.
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
Budgie.
No, everyone have
Generational.
their own. Everyone have their own like perspective of nostalgia. Like for me, nostalgia is either watching like the cartoons that I used to watch, like Ben 10, Phineas and Ferb, or playing video games that I used to play, like Need for Speed,
Yeah.
Prince of
I feel like
Persia.
Ben 10 is like a fever dream for so many boys because after they kind of grew up, no one talks about it. But during a certain time, it was the
No, but
only thing.
we still hope to get that the watch from Ben 10. Ben 10. We still hope for that.
Yeah, I've known quite a few people who got that watch, and I was like, oh my god, I swear every boy has this. Imagine you watching Hello Kitty. Ooh, ooh. That'd be
Nah.
fun. A live stream, Hello Kitty, guys.
Ah, and downfall is real. What unemployment does to a guy.
I'm trying to draw your character to see what he looks like.
Just I don't care how it looks like.
What if it's the shark with shoes, like you sent me?
No,
No, it used to be a little bit.
no.
Listen, I'm supportive of anyone who wants to build a brand, make sponsors, etc. This is their dream and I'm happy for them. But some people forget that this actually kills their authenticity. I want to feel like a viewer, not like I'm some consumer or customer for some corporation. Seriously. Sometimes you notice that when you actually watch a video, they don't even have generic greetings anymore. You know, when people used to say, hey guys, welcome to my video, that doesn't work. Nowadays, it's like this: stop scrolling and watch for 5 seconds, please. I need help, all of that stuff. It's just become a trend, but not the good kind. It's something that has influenced everyone. It's not just the Infinity Nikki situation, which I'm peeved about. Oh my goodness, the retcon. But guys, we can't see authentic sides of people anymore. We can't see passion anymore. Even with animators nowadays, just any content. No one tells the truth anymore. Everyone wants your money. Everyone just wants to exploit others. It's the harsh truth. But I decided to make this video because I know people need money and it's a completely valid emotion. We are not here for your sponsor. We are here to watch you grow as a person, as a content person, and to see you get these deals. You are not the deal, the sponsor, or the brand yourself per se. You are someone who is just growing, and we love to see growth. We like to be supportive and not be locked up in a basement full of AI slop. I still wanted to make this video because I miss the old YouTube. And it's not just about the no ads, unskippable stuff. Trust me, I know. I miss when people could be themselves. I miss when people were actually passionate and not focusing on the monetary aspect. I understand how hard it can be sometimes to meet the requirements or feel like, oh, I need to do this. But the issue is, guys, this is not who we are, and this is not how it should be. We are ourselves on the internet, and people watch us for our content. I have been exposed. Oops. Though I do love Silas. At my big age, I am proud to announce that I love magical girls. People said that I can grow out of it, but nope. I've been sticking on like there is no tomorrow. Honestly, if you are someone who likes lovey dovey like me, then we can be friends. Literally. I can't watch anything else other than sparkly ooh girls. I love their eyes, I love the sparkles, I love even those really cringy lines like, why is my heart beating so fast? I can't even describe how hard it is to make friends because I'm just always trying to watch anime and people always say, I like One Piece, I like Sword Art Online. No shade. But where is the shoujo? Why not Fruits Basket? Why not Sailor Moon? Guys, why on earth are people not giving shoujo enough love? Like, why? Why? I'm here just hoping that someone can just see my deludedness and be like, come on, let us be friends and join in our delusion. But alas, I just have to resort to thinking about Kyo and Toru, of course. And I just can't get cute things out of my head. I love cute things, I love to draw them and get inspired by them. I can't believe I've never said this in any one of my videos. But thank you for watching, and please be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss another Delulu story time. I'll try my best to vary the topics, but I'm mostly a gamer who's into shoujo and probably gonna make story times based on well-being. Thank you and bye! Here in the club, we're all family. I'm just kidding, don't attack me for that. If you think butchie is bad, trust me. I literally felt like I can't be worse than this. And I am! So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I felt. I feel energetic and I see someone amazing. So I make such a dazzling impression. I can speak to people and I have that amazing topic concept awareness. And guys, guess what? It's all my imagination. The truth is, I genuinely can't say anything with my mouth. It just refuses to say something. It refuses to work. It's like it forgets, oh wait, I'm a mouth. I'm meant to yap. But no. And the worst part, guys, honestly, I have so much I want to say, but it just doesn't come out. So yeah, I don't mean to brag, but I can make keyboard noises. Ah, ah, or nothing. And that's literally all you would hear from me. And don't get me started on how I feel after making my first impression on someone. I dread about it and think, oh no, what if I've done something to they dislike me? Thank you so much for watching and be sure to subscribe for some more silly story times. Bye. Hi, I'm Big Brain. Oops. Hey guys, it's Suzu. Today is gonna be a pet peeve run. Yay! This is something that people have been telling me for years, and I'm not gonna let go of this, but for some reason, they can't let go. So, I'm a girl who loves girly things, and I also like supposedly boyish things. And there is nothing wrong with that, okay? People just need to understand that you can't just tell me, oh yeah, maybe you should just stop playing Mario games because you're too old for this. Oh yeah, let me listen. No! I am not listening to your opinion. I am a girl and I love these things. There is no obligation for me to have to follow these societal rules saying that, oh, I have to like girly things alone. I have just always loved having a combination. So please, can people leave me alone? And I want to say that if you can relate, we have to protest against this. Let me just say that I'm being half sarcastic. You can have whatever passions in life you want. No one should judge you for it. Also, please like and subscribe and share if this has helped you. Thank you for watching. So there was a time not too long ago where I went through, let's call it, my please be my friend, we both like anime and art phase. And it was bad. I mean it. Embarrassingly bad. I was on the hunt for other shoujo freaks like me. I was scouring the internet. And I would literally be like, I found the one for me. I'd comment on so many of their posts. I would DM them and be like, oh my goodness, we relate so hard. We are so into the same things. Let's be friends. And guys, I was a lot younger, so that makes it worse. And guys, I would get left on red, or people would straight up reply with, "Oh, hey, thank you," and then that's it. Like, what? Cricket noises. So I would just be thinking, "Oh my goodness, have I left a bad impression? Have I been too obsessed?" And yes, I did. This is not something I recommend, by the way. And very rarely, some of them have actually decided to click with me, which I appreciate. Looking back, I can just say, wow, that sucks. But seriously, I learned a major lesson that you can't force these connections and they should come from a sincere heart. That's right, guys. Despite the delusions, the shoujo has taught me so much about life. Oh, yeah, if you're a victim to my clinginess, I'd like to apologize. I did not have the best of interests back then. I just wanted to connect with someone. But now I understand that it requires something deeper. So, guys, don't just befriend anyone out there. Just because you like their work, they may or may not be just as good as their artwork. So, just understand that. Also, I do want to say that if you can relate, then that kind of sucks. Don't copy me. If you did, what are you doing? Just decide that this is something you want to move away from. Like, I don't do this anymore, thankfully, but I am always open to connect, but we don't want to be taken advantage of by anyone. Please subscribe. I'm trying to make my videos a bit longer and I'm trying my best not to use drawings I've used in the past. I do have a bit of art block, so I apologize for the repetition, but please be sure to subscribe, share the video, like, comment, etc. Thank you so much.